And that's what makes me honestly so excited for this new Future album coming out this week. Is that, bro? It's been what was it, 2 years since the last Future album came out? What was the name of the last Future album? I loved it.
Yeah, it was I Never Liked You.
I Never Liked You. Loved that Future album.
2022.
I still think it was one of the albums of the year, and it came out early January too. And this is still being like, I guess, right before springtime or right before summertime. It makes sense that Future and Metro are going to drop, but I think they're absolutely going to smoke this album.
Yeah, I'm excited. We obviously know what we're getting from Future, and Metro, his resume speaks for himself, man. I'm ready to hear what this collab album is going to look like, what it's going to sound like with this 2-pack too. I don't know what entails of it. Are we going to see 2 different sides, 2 different like styles of production? I think
they said that the first one is going to be no features, and the second one is going to be features, if I'm not mistaken.
That'd be cool.
But what I'm really excited for is the messiness, because in the past year, Metro has had some static with Drake over just, I guess, being jealous of the success that Drake's album Her Loss had over Heroes and Villains. Even though I probably prefer Heroes and Villains. I mean, it's a Drake album. He's always going to do all the numbers. But also Future static with Drake, because I remember the time when Her Loss came out, it was reported that Future didn't like that he went and did a collab album with 21 Savage. Possibly because he had What a Time to Be Alive with Future, and Future felt like, well, if you're going to do a collab album with anybody, let's run it back with What a Time to Be Alive too. And so I don't think it's a coincidence that, those two are a great duo together, like before all this messiness with Drake. But I don't think it's a coincidence that now they're like, all right, bet, let's do a collab album together.
Okay, so you think there might be some beef on this album? You think there might be some shots thrown?
I think I'm all for the mess, and I think 1,000% Future is gonna send shots at Drake on this album, because let's be honest, Metro's a producer. He's not really gonna send disses except for like in tweets or tweet and deletes like he did. But I think Future 1,000% is gonna send shots towards Drake.
Hey, maybe the production is just as important too, man. The production is just as important too. Metro could put on some crazy beat to give Future just the platform to drop some crazy shit on the world.
Yeah, if he does that, because what is it called? I thought it was a drought. Is about Scottie Pippen, or allegedly is about Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen. So
wait, what song?
I thought it was a drought. You didn't know that?
Really? No.
Yeah, because it comes from the story that Future, when he was young, wanted an autograph from Scottie Pippen, and he didn't give it to him. So later, when he got older, allegedly, in quotations, he slept with Larsa Pippen, and that's what that song is about.
Wow.
So what I'm saying, yeah. I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops is about allegedly Larsa Pippen. So I think don't let Future, because all these rappers share girlfriends and side chicks, you know what I'm saying? So don't let Future make one of those about Drake.
It will
like a hit like that. Cause I think Drake out raps Future for sure if they try to do a diss off. I don't think Future would ever do a diss off with Drake, like diss off or like a rap battle with Drake. But he can make a hit.
Yeah.
And so I'm interested to see if he does that subliminal route like he did with I Thought It Was a Drought.
Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting to see. Excited for the album. Metro and Future coming this Friday. And we'll definitely talk about the album and review it here on the channel. So again, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Next week, we will be talking about it for sure.
What kind of features do you want to hear on the album?
That's interesting. I haven't really thought about it because I mean, so you're kind of saying there's no chance at a Drake feature here.
I think zero chance we get a Drake feature.
Zero
on this
chance.
Album. Zero.
Okay. All right. I'm going to just throw a couple names out there. A few that I'd like to see work with Future.
Let's get the obvious out the way that we're probably going to hear. Let's get the obvious out the way.
Who do you want to go first?
21 Savage. No, 21 Savage is not going to be on this album. I'm going to say the obvious out the way. I think we're going to hear Travis Scott.
Lil Baby.
I'll say Lil Baby. I think we'll hear a Baby verse. I think we'll hear Playboy Cardi. I think I've already heard a snippet of it on Twitter. There's a Playboy Cardi and Travis and Future song on the album.
What about Yeet?
I'm not mad at if we hear Yeet feature. I'm not mad.
Hey, what if Future gets a little crazy? I mean, if the second half of it is like to include features and like get kind of experimental with the production, why not bring Tizo into the studio for a song?
I'm not mad at a Tizo Future song.
Hey, and Metro, they might be cooking with something.
You know who else would be cooking on the album? Donnie T.
Who?
Donnie T.
Oh, yes. Give me Donnie T.
Because we're getting a Don Toliver album soon this year. He's already dropped 2 singles for it. They both been fire.
Hey, congratulations to Don Toliver and Kali Uchis for their baby, too.
I'm a hating ass nigga. No congratulations coming from me.
No congratulations here?
Nah. All jokes aside.
Hey, Kali's fine, though, I will say.
Fantastic. She looked fantastic. But Donnie T on this album, he's going to smoke it. If he's on this album, I think he's going to smoke it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I think those all sound like pretty good, like realistic options. I think I have one that's a little out there just because I don't know what his relationship with this rapper is going to be, but he has a good reputation with Metro Boomin. What if we get a preview of the JID Metro Boomin project with a JID feature?
Honestly, a JID feature on a Future album would be big for him.
Weird. Would be weird too.
How could it be weird?
No, I mean like weird to see like I guess these two artists come together because like do you think that JID would do something like this and build up for his album with Metro?
1,000%. If Future and if Metro came up and be like, hey, we got a song, me and Future got a song for you on this joint right here, like you think you can slide in? JID would 1,000%.
Oh, he would body it. No, he would body it. Don't get me wrong. I know he would body it.
He would 1,000% take the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he would be on a Future album, but he could be. I mean, surround sound like blew up. Like, I mean, we all know how great it was when the album came out and when it dropped as a single before his last album, The Forever Story. But dog, like a month, 2 months ago, like the beginning of the year, it was the #1 single because it blew out on TikTok. So I could 1,000% see it.
Well, maybe. Hey, I would love to see it too, man. I think Future and JID could cook up something crazy, but I guess time will tell. We will see on Friday, and we'll see what Metro and Mr. Future have in store for us. But Mr. Hendrix, I should say. But speaking of dissing people,
think about it. The last time he dropped a double disc, it was that Future and Hendrix project, and that both those albums.
Hey,
for our audio listeners, I'm draining threes like this. My form is fantastic. I got to tuck my elbow in a little bit more, but form is fantastic. But so I'm here for a double album from Future and Metro, 1,000%.
Absolutely, and we'll see if Future disses Drake